have a really, really special guest.
So nice to see you. How are you doing? My guest for today is a star who inspires us to be a better version of ourselves. He's very talented, kind-hearted, super dynamic, and with his powerful speech and positive attitude towards life, he is an inspiration to a lot of us and to me. I'm glad to welcome him here today, Roger Caesars. Good morning.
Good morning, Ekta. How you doing? Ekta, how you doing?
I'm good. Thank you so much for coming on my show. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing well, doing absolutely fine. Thank you for having me.
I would like to begin with congratulating you on your success and also share with my viewers. Roger Caesars is a 4-time speech champion, a 3-time international award-winning speaker, and a 3-time semi-finalist at the World Championships of Public Speaking. Not only this, he's spoken at TEDx, spoken at Fearless Voices, Momo Mondays, Speaker Slam, Brampton Mastermind. The list is long. He is also the recipient of the City of Brampton Volunteer Award for helping startup entrepreneurs. Roger, you have been gracing the stage all across the globe. How do you feel about this Black History Month celebration, and how do you celebrate this?
Oh, well, obviously, as a Black man, it is truly something that I love very much, and I appreciate that there is at least a month given specifically for us as a culture to celebrate and to acknowledge and to honor those who have come before us, and of course those presently who are making strides to continuously move us in the right direction.
Yes, truly. I completely believe we should all celebrate and honor and commemorate people who actually have built up Canada.
Of course.
Yes. You're a proud owner of Caesar Transporting business that you inherited from your father and is doing very good today. And recently you celebrated 37 years of its establishment. What else did you inherit from your father?
Well, I think it's the biggest thing is dedication, determination, and a will to always continuously try to be successful no matter what challenges come about. My father continuously was that type of person, and that's one of the great attributes and things that I looked at in him and allowed me to be who I am. I love the fact that he, no matter what happened, he was always determined to get to the end goal. And in a business like this, which continues to have challenges all the time, he was always instrumental in showing us that no matter what, he would make it.
It's very much reflected in your strong personality. You come from a very strong background.
Yes, I mean, again, my parents raised us that way to always believe in that. And again, it goes back to the whole Black History Month and everything like that, and celebrating who we are. I mean, my parents were adamant in allowing us to understand our true value and our worth as a human being, number one, but as a Black person, and understanding that we always had to try to strive to be better, always at a different level, like continue to always be at a higher level with everything we did. Did we falter? Sure we do. Everybody does. But I think what I love most was that was instilled in us from an early age to always strive to be the best that you can.
You're an idol for a lot of people. Like Caribbean parents are known to be tough and very particular about education and the tradition and certain other things, especially when it comes to their children. How tough are you as a father with your daughters?
No, the same way. It's funny. I think, it's always crazy that as kids, we look at our parents and we always say, oh my God, I can't stand how you are. I mean, I don't want to be like you, blah, 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 blah. And we tend to do that a lot. And then we never realize all the lessons that we're learning from them until we become adults or we have children. And then we find ourselves doing or mimicking a lot of the things that our parents would have done. And it's funny, that's just the way I am. I mean, I've always instilled in my kids that education is number one. I want them to have all the best that they can. strive to be the best that they can be at all times. And they know that. They laugh about it at times. They say, oh my gosh, if they come home with a 90 and they're like, oh, dad wants me to get a 95. And I'm always like that. And it's not to say that I don't appreciate their efforts. You know what I mean? I want clear. It's not that I don't appreciate them getting a 90, but I'm always wanting them to believe that they can get more, that they can achieve more. And if they continue to feel that way, then the sky's the limit. And that's how I look at it.
Yes, exactly. Even at times, I also tell my daughters, don't worry. Next time you'll get 99. Why 95 also? That's how we push our children.
In a positive way. You know, we've got to understand that times are different. It's not like they were when our parents or their parents before were around. Things are different now. The way in which children are today are different. And as parents, we have to adapt to that and understand the way kids operate now. And even in that same frame of mind, you can still be the type of parent that wants to make sure that they continuously push themselves and not think that their limit is here.
Yeah.
And that's where they have to be. No, you got to always make them believe that, yes, you can keep on going. And that's what we do.
That's, I think, for each of us, continuously keep on thriving, keep on going further. Don't stop.
Yeah, of course. It's important.
Yeah. Rogers, once you start talking, you captivate the audience with your powerful speech. You don't leave the room without making an impact. Who inspired you to be what you are today?
Wow, there are so many people. I mean, if we're talking about from the perspective of speakers, there are a plethora of them that have always inspired me. But if I'm talking about the one person, and I have to always say this, and I've been very public about him for many, many years, I am not successful as a speaker. I'm not successful as a champion if I didn't walk through the doors of Toastmasters and have a gentleman by the name of Sanjay Sharma, who,
okay,
yeah, Sanjay Sharma. I mean, this guy is amazing. He's very, the thing about him, he shies away from me always celebrating who he is, and that's fine. I don't mind that, but I love publicly talking about him, because when I did my very first speech in Toastmasters, he was the one that came up to me and said, you know, you will be a champion one day. I could see it. I could see you were going to be a champion one day. And I laughed. And of course, as normal, you brush it off. And constantly he was saying it to me over and over again. And it got to the point where I started to really believe that I can do it and I can achieve it. And with anything, you have something there.
You are one after the other title.
Yeah. And that's what happened. He was the one that did it. But, you know, when we talk about speakers, Craig Valentine is one of the people that he is the 1999 world champion. We are good friends. I really love the way he speaks, and I look at him. I look at Darren LaCroix. If I look at people within my own area, I look at a person like Jeff 80 Martin, Kwesi Millington. There are so many people. Gabrielle Mamone. There are so many people that I've seen that speak, Morella Scalise, that I look at and I get inspired by. We have somebody right here who always, I saw that is on this program, Ritu. I mean, oh my gosh, every time I've seen her, and I just love her energy. And so there's a lot of people that I see that I love watching and take little pieces out of their characters and made myself.
Ritu is my co-host today. She has another program after this today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She's a wonderful girl. I love her. Very nice. Okay, relationships are very important. I see you all the time talking about relationship and their importance in life. And this pandemic has taught us a lot of things. And most importantly, the world has realized the importance of family and relations and the company of the loved ones. How do you look at this?
Well, let's say this. This pandemic has given us an opportunity to look within ourselves. Mm-hmm. I believe that there is so much that we can learn from this. We can take away the negatives and let's just move those from the side, because those are the obvious. We understand that. But the positives that the pandemic has given us is an opportunity to be closer to those that we love, to have those opportunities that you don't normally get. And I equate it to the fact that we continue to drive as if we are in our cars, and this is how our life has been because we're in a fast-paced world. We're continuously driving to get to a destination, constantly moving. Well, what this pandemic has done is allowed us to have stoplights, to stop, to look around us, to see the things that we have, to view it and realize the importance of them. I will say this to you, that the pandemic has allowed my family, and this is extended family all around, to meet up on, we would meet up on a Thursday afternoon and have a Zoom call. And it would last from an hour to maybe 2 hours. And it's just talking. We're talking about family in England, family in the States. We just constantly were doing that. And we had a good time getting together like that. Why? Because you wouldn't have done that before.
Yeah.
Right? We wouldn't have done those things before. And it was important for us to have those moments. And even within the core of my family, the kids and I would often sit down and play games now that we wouldn't have had a chance to do. So these are those moments that I think is very important, that we take that time to slow down, stop at that light, so to speak, and look around us, look around and see what we have and what's there and the importance of them.
I completely agree with you, Rogers. I completely agree. And I really feel at times that even if it's pandemic, we've lost jobs and we made certain losses, but I'm together under the roof with my family, with my girls. What else can I ask God for? We're enjoying a lot of things together. Like you say, you're playing games. So do I. We're watching programs, playing and cooking together.
Yeah. Oh, saying that, my youngest daughter, and of course, she has been going stir crazy from being at home this entire time. She's 15. But one of the things that she learned was to cook different things, like just out of the blue.
Yeah.
Her older sister would often be in the kitchen doing things, and she would now learn, which she wouldn't have done before. And I'm not saying that it's limited to just that, but it's just the idea that she's decided to take on other hobbies as well and learn new things. And so, again, these are the positives behind the scenes that we don't get if this didn't come around. And I'm not saying that we would love to have this for a long period of time. God, I want this to end.
Definitely no.
I want this to end, but take some of the positives that have happened.
Yes, a lot of us have gone through a lot. I've already shared that with you. Looking back, did you ever think that you could make it this far from a shy guy to 3-time championship as an award-winning international speaker?
No. I think one of the things that we have to realize as human beings is you can achieve anything you put your mind to. I ran track and field on a high level for many, many years, and looking at that crowd, thousands of people in a stadium, was fun. I enjoyed myself. I would thrive off of those moments. But again, I go back to Sanjay. It always takes somebody. You have no idea where that person will come from, but it takes somebody just to believe in you and say, you can do it. And then it's a matter of yourself taking that and rolling with it and understanding that, hey, maybe I could. And then getting help. I have a great friend of mine and my coach, Catherine McKenzie, who has been in my corner from day one and has always been there helping me. We started off as coach and client and developed a true friendship over the years. And I wouldn't be where I am without her. So yes, I am that shy kid back then. Well, he's all grown up now.
Nice. We're very happy about that.
Yeah.
Really, really happy about it. Same with me. I was been put in the spot by my friend Malika Sotinathan.
Oh, shout out to Malika. Oh,
Yes.
how you doing?
So this was her show, and at the last moment, due to personal reasons, she asked me to come in.
She's another one that's a very huge inspiration.
Yes.
Because
So
of what she does. She works very hard, very diligent.
yes. She's a wonderful, amazing person. And I every day thank her and Almighty. Because of her, I'm talking to people like you here.
Good.
She's given me this platform. All right, so let's come to the next question. You head Caesar Transporting and you have a busy schedule. I know you have been answering to this kind of a question quite in a lot of your program.
Mhm.
And you are busy with your business module, and then in between you keep delivering motivational speeches at many educational institutions, corporate organizations like TD Canada. You're all over the globe, basically, not only North America or Caribbean. And in the middle of this, you continue to contribute to the community and organizations like Sick Kids and Night Tables. This shows your generosity and concern for the community. How do you manage, and what is there apart from this busy speaker and businessman? Who is the real Rogers?
How do I manage? Well, it's like saying that I have 27 hours and I make it happen in 24. I don't know how to explain it. I just continue to just keep going. I think that this is who I am. This is the person I am. I'm a very generous individual. I like to give my time, and I never, or very rarely will I say no. If I know that what I can do will help someone else, I think it's very important. And I learned that from my grandmother. You know, when you rise, it's something what she would always say, when you rise, lift others with you. And I've been able to be blessed with the opportunity to speak and to motivate and to inspire people. And while I'm doing that, I'm always trying my hardest to put my hand back to grab the next person and bring them up and to allow them to get the shine and the recognition that they deserve. I think that's important on every level, that I continue to give back to either the community, to Toastmasters, or to friends that I know can benefit from the things that I've learned and experienced.
I know this is another beautiful side of you, that you want to bring people with you together on the front, and also, you know, with your journey, you want to bring those people along. So that's another beautiful side of you. There are so many stories that we have inside of us, and we touch human lives and impact them with we never thought was ever possible. How important is Toastmasters for the youth today?
Extremely important. I am a coordinator for a Gavel Club as well. I know, add that to the list, right? And the Gavel Club is designed for kids at the age of 10 years old to 17 to develop their skills in speaking as well as leadership. And it is extremely important. We're living in a world today where kids no longer talk to each other. They're on their devices, they're texting, they're playing their video games, and we've lost the ability to communicate.
Yes.
Right? When I was young, you would be outside with your friends, playing with them all the time, talking to them on the phone. Today, kids have lost that. And so the opportunity for Toastmasters to have Gavel clubs or youth leadership programs enables kids to understand the true value of the essence, the real essence of just growing up, and that is communication and leadership. Oftentimes, I was told when I was young, my parents would say the two most important subjects to have under your belt is math and English. You need them all the time. And I think that what the Gavel Club does is it allows kids to, again, learn how to communicate, not just with their speeches, but with each other again.
Yes.
And that's why.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming here, Roger. It was wonderful to have you, and I had an amazing time talking to you. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and expertise here. My best wishes for all your future endeavors. Stay safe and healthy.
Thank you very much for having me. You too.
God bless you. Bye-bye.